welcome, 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 welcome. That's a wax on, wax on. Welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. I do mean humble. The Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Sunday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at WrestleCram, the Dirtsheet Roundup, episode 25. First and foremost, thank you so much for being a part of the show. If you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week. I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my lines. I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. It's the reason why I say humble each and every episode. Each and every episode, you guys. If you want to do anything else for me, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the sub button if you haven't subbed. Also, hit the notification bell. I do seven core shows each and every week. They're for you. Anyway, if you don't know anything about the Dirtsheet Roundup, I try to grab as much as I can. Try to grab it, put it on a nice little plate, put some nice little rice on that side, put another side that you like right there, put it right there in the middle right there, so I can give it to you, and you can consume it however you feel like it. If you want to go for the rice first, you can. If you want to go for the Dirtsheet Roundup right there, you want to, or the side that you apparently want or not. So let's talk about it. Let's have a great time while we're talking about it as well. First and foremost, WWE is going forward with War Games. Of course, the Wrestling Observer, apparently the War Games is here to stay. Dave Nelson of the Wrestling Observer had some stuff to talk about. He says we were told that they are going for the great visual shots of big shots of this year's War Games, because War Games will be a regular presentation on the main roster going forward, and they want spectacular looking shots to promote in the future. He goes on to say they don't like the idea of having to use NXT footage to promote a main roster pay-per-view, but it's the only modern War Game footage they have. And so much of that footage includes guys they don't want to be used because they are no longer with said company. Makes perfect sense. Makes absolutely perfect sense. I think you still gotta pay people if you put them in the TV or whatnot, or in the montage or stuff. I think you still gotta do that. But it looks like it truly looks like War Games on the main roster. But the question to me is that will War Games be the gimmick of a Survivor Series, or will it get its own premium live event? To myself, I'm looking forward to the show to replace the other gimmick shows that they claim that they're trying to get rid of. And if you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about Hell in a Cell. We're talking about, of course, we're talking about Money in the Bank, which I'm guessing they're going to move Money in the Bank back to, hopefully, they move it back to WrestleMania, and of course, TLC. They're trying to get rid of all of those shows. All those shows to, make it a little bit better. I enjoy the spectacles of those shows. I will tell you that, TLC was a really great B show. I enjoyed it times 12. I don't even remember watching Hell in a Cell. Did I watch Hell in a Cell? I don't remember. Probably had to be unforgettable. So, yeah, I did, because that's the one with Cody and Seth Rollins. But it's okay. It's okay to get rid of those shows. Get something a little better. Apparently, we are going to get the way it's looking, we're going to get King of the Ring back. It's going to be that one's going to be a very long show. I guarantee it'll be a lot of craziness that happens in that show. But or King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring, because apparently they did do a they paid for the copyright of Queen of the Ring. So we'll see. We'll see. I enjoy everything that they're doing as of right now when it comes to premium live events. They've been doing a great job now since Triple H has been over creative. So let's keep it going. Now I will be doing, of course, a prediction show and also a review of War Games, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, War Games. I will be doing that. So I think that's at the end of November, beginning of December, I think, or whatnot. So you will be getting that. You're welcome. So let's move on from there to, of course, CM Punk. Is CM Punk coming back? Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. He's not coming back to, of course, AEW. Apparently, he's picking up an anchor spot from Cage Fury Fighting Championship, or for short, the CFFC. This is their 14th show, and he will be on the UFC Fighter Pass. I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know UFC even had a Fighter Pass. I'm not a huge fan of the UFC, but his co-commentator, which is John Morgan, they did not mince words about, of course, said injury, the AEW, or his in-ring return to any type of federation. I like saying federation. Any type of federation, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No go. Guarantee that NDA has shut his mouth completely shut, and he needs that money. So I guarantee that NDA is as tight can be. Apparently he has been in collaboration with the CFFC since December of 2018. And of course, he kind of faded away from the CFFC due to the fact of his obligations with the AEW, and of course him being champion. And him being a big deal, of course, in the AEW or whatnot. Now, but apparently, with all that free time he does have, and I guarantee that NDA that all members of the media scrum Fallout Punk has plenty of time. He has plenty of time to just sit there and reflect, do some of the stuff that he said he was doing, and just have a great time. Get paid or whatnot. Get paid. We know that you're no longer on the roster. Apparently, he's no longer on the roster. I don't know if he still is in works with Marvel, doing the Thor stuff, or I think it was Hulk. I know it was one of them. In the comments, if you know which one he was writing for, let me know. But once again, right now he looks good. I like the long hair. He looks awesome. He looks like $1,000,000. Keep doing what you're doing. He's happily married. Just have a great time or whatnot. I am a huge, and I keep saying this, but I myself am a huge fan of CM Punk. I hate what happened. I hate that they could not come together and try to figure all of this out and make it an angle. I mean, the money they could have made with this would have been ungodly. But, it doesn't always happen how you want it to happen. And the elite are there. Apparently, Tony Khan did choose who he wants, and he chose the elite over CM Punk. So, I wish them all the best. I wish everybody the best, because there's so much money to be made, and I want them to have a great time doing it. That's the thing. If you're getting paid, and you're getting paid and loving what you're doing, that's the fun part of it. You're getting paid to make tons of money and have fun doing it. It's great. But anyway, let's move on from that. I'm just putting word salad in. Uh, ring, the Ring of Honor. R.I.P. to, of course, the 24/7 title. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it's finally gone. So, after the win with Nikki Cross against Dana Brooke at Monday Night Raw, we got a backstage segment right after where Nikki Cross throws said title into the trash. The WWE officially confirmed that the title will no longer be on any show and has been retired. The lifespan, of course, of said garbage title, 24/7 title, was with it was from 2019 to 2022. Honestly, the title deserves to be put down and taken out of its misery due to the fact of the division that was um, that was bestowed upon them. The crazy gimmick, horrible storylines, and unforgettable angles. Horrible, horrible angles or whatnot. The only person that I can thank for who held the title was, of course, R-Truth, who made it um, somewhat tasteful, somewhat fun. But once again, his angles went to a point where it was just horrible as well. Even though I'm a huge run killings person, but man, it was just sometimes hard to digest with that title. Of course, if you don't know, if you are a younger sprout, the 24/7 title was kind of a gimmick back in the Attitude Era, where you had where the hardcore title went from in ring to a 24/7 gimmick. Um, so you could get the hardcore title wherever, whenever, as long as you had a referee around you, you could get the belt. It wasn't good then. It wasn't good now. Apparently, Vince McMahon is no longer is over creative, and Triple H is trying to get back to some really good wrestling or whatnot. And that title does not align with what Triple H vision is. And I'm happy that that is the vision going forward. Now, I will say this, and I got a lot of pushback on this when I was on one of the wrestling groups. How about a mid-card title? How about a mid-card title for the women? Get rid of that title. Get a mid-card title. Name it whatever you feel like it. And let's do that. I would love a mid-card title. That would put you with 3 titles for the women. Of course, you would have the world titles, and you would have the mid-card title on both brands. Whoever has that title is no longer part of Raw or SmackDown, but over the entire division, and have them go from place to place, including NXT, to have that happen. I would love that. In the comments, what do you think about a women's mid-card title? I really didn't talk about it, but let's get past this trash 24/7 title, and let's do something another for the women, because I love the women. The women are really, really good. So let's go from there to Nick Aldis versus Billy Corgan. This is an interesting subject. This is the first time I think I've actually talked about NWA. And let's get into it. Apparently, Nick Aldis is not happy with the NWA president, Billy Corgan. Apparently, he tweeted something saying that he's leaving the company due to the relationship with Billy Corgan. Aldis was something. So he was giving a farewell type of thing to his fans on, of course, Twitter, which makes perfect sense. But behind the scenes, Nick Aldis has already put in. Apparently, Nick Aldis has put in 60 days. His 60 days were for his leaving and being released or whatnot. He spoke on a podcast called Not Sam Wrestling, and he says verbatim, I've gave my notice, and I sort of alluded to why I wasn't interested in this sort in all of this situation or whatnot. Um, you know, he said why would I literally why would I do what I'm doing? Literally, I would have been buried. I would have literally been buried if I did this type of situation. Apparently, the creative, he was not happy with his creative of the character going forward. He also says that the NWA, the main reason why he's leaving is because the show is truly it is now an embarrassment. I was never a fan of NWA. I watched Power Hour a long time ago when it first came back onto YouTube, and I think I stomached probably 5 to 10 minutes of it, and it's just not my cup of tea. No disrespect to the NWA, it's just not my cup of tea. Um, I don't know what more you can say about the NWA. It is a very healthy roster, but it's a roster of people I truly don't know, and and no disrespect to the people there, but I truly kind of don't want to know. So I understand what Nick Aldis is there. He's been there for a very long time. I think he's captured that belt numerous times, and I think he is trying to go somewhere that have eyeballs on TV. Apparently, he does want to go to the WWE, but apparently Billy Corgan did suspend him, so he can't move anywhere because he is still under said contract. So I don't know what's going on between the two. Well, I do know what's going on between the two. It's just he's not happy with creative. He thinks that the show is a joke, and he doesn't want to be there. So I mean, if he doesn't want to be there, then how about we let him go? How about we set him free? I don't know, Billy Corgan. Come on now, don't be like everybody else. Don't be like all the other um, owners or whatnot. Do your thing. Let him go. It is what it is. But I will say this. Hopefully we can figure something out with that show. NWA is, of course, one of the staples of all of the federations. And I would hope that they know how to do it. And I will say this. Their world title is one of the most gorgeous world titles out there. Hands down. Just want to give them their roses on that. Now, the final one I want to talk about, of course, everybody's talking about, of course, the fallout over the Money in the Bank. I had a lot to say about it when it went down. That should be the last Monday Night Raw. If you want to go watch that, go to the very end, and I talk about it in a full. Apparently, I'm not the only person that was truly shocked over the little upset at the money for the cash in, of course, on the Monday Night Raw over the United States title against Seth freaking Rollins, which is a multiple time world champion. I think he's now a 2-time Grand Slam champion. So Elias voiced his opinion on the bump, calling it bizarre. And apparently Corey Graves was the most unhappy about said cash in. And he talks about on his podcast after the bell. He said, "I'm furious with how it played out. I was furious as it was unfolding before our very eyes. I think the world of Austin Theory, and I truly believe that Vince McMahon was saying 6 months ago that this guy could be the guy. Also, he does talk about. Also, he does say not to be too hasty or whatnot, not to put too many knickers in your too many knickers in the draws area there. I don't know. I killed that. But he does say that theory doesn't do something massive between now and Survivor Series. Something, it looks like a burial. It looks like they're trying to bury him. But he does say, hold on, pump the brakes. Just because I'm upset, you shouldn't be upset. Let's see what the process is going to be with Austin Theory. Here's the thing. I've been saying Austin Theory has been good for a very long time. Do I think he is the future? Yes. I think him and Madcap Moss is the future of the company. That's if they can stay, if they don't be released. I truly enjoy Madcap. I truly enjoy Austin Theory. To me, I think it is 1A, 1B, which it was with Cena and Batista when they came and they started being big. That's what I'm thinking. You know, you can keep Austin on Raw and do Madcap on SmackDown and have Champion 1, Champion 2. I love it. Austin Theory, I know, is this annoying heel, but if we can turn it around, I truly think that a lot can be said of what's going on. Now, I was furious after what happened. You have the Money in the Bank, which is a contract that you can go for a world title, not a mid-card title. It just seems like they are trying to, they don't know how to drop the belts from Roman, which makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. I understand. But to bury your future, to me, the only thing that we can do is a crisis of confidence type of angle with, of course, you know, your boy Theory. That's the only thing I can think of, is that, you know, he's going to keep losing and lose a lot of confidence and eventually start rising to the level of being good again. That's the only thing I can possibly think of. Stay tuned to Raw. Hopefully we'll see what happens. If he's not even here, he might be taking, you know, some time off to relax. You know, I can't be mad at that as well. He doesn't have any type of story angle as of right now. So, I mean, maybe he just needs a couple of months off, which a lot of people do. It's been a crazy year, if you do know what I'm saying. So, I'm still lost behind it, but I kind of understand where it's coming as well. So, you know, I love it. Like I said, I love them. Much love to them. Much love to Austin Theory. And much love to Madcap Moss. I'm a big fan of Madcap Moss as well. Y'all, this is the end of the show. Like, share, and subscribe. Send it to people like. Send it to people you don't like. Send it to anybody. Send it to anybody. Anybody you want to do, send it to them or whatnot. I love y'all so much. I truly, truly, indeed love y'all so much for being so supportive of this show. I think I have another video coming up pretty soon. I want to let y'all know that because I do have some stuff that I want to talk to y'all about on a personal level. That's coming pretty soon as well. Like, share, subscribe. I think I've already said that. And the best is truly yet to come. Until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.